Good day everybody, this is Pillar from Tales Productions and welcome back to Star Trek Online. We're playing on a free-to-play account, playing as a 23rd Century Starfleet officer, and in the last episode, that's the wrong button, in the last episode we did the setting up, let's say, for the Klingon War. I'm about to start on the actual parts. Obviously I've done Welcome to Earth Space Dock already. I'm about to start on Stranded in Space. But I thought I'd spend a whole episode just making sure I'm all set up properly, so I've got the right skills, my ship is set up right, traits are all good, my bridge officers are set up right. The bridge officers still need a bit of work, but mainly because I'm being too picky, possibly, hello, and I am going for a melee tactical officer. Back when I played originally, it wasn't really possible, so I really want to see if it is now. It doesn't seem possible for me to play as melee, or, you know, it's obviously possible, but the enemies sort of move around a little bit too much, and as you're meleeing, you stand still a bit too much for that to be viable. I'm not sure if that's true later on in the game, but right now it certainly is. So, I want to make a bridge officer, a tactical bridge officer, a melee dude. So I'm still planning on doing that, but I have researched since the last video, where I would get melee weapons from, and it turns out I can't buy any as a Starfleet officer. Now that might be wrong, the research I've done just may be wrong, because the sort of, I don't know, wikis and guides and stuff out there aren't particularly detailed. I may even have to update them myself, but I think I'm going to have to wait for a melee weapon to drop and then equip that onto my tactical officer. So I'm going to do that, but for now, in fact one will probably drop from this next mission, you know what it's like. For now, let's get on with Stranded in Space. There you go. I've already got the mission, so I just need to go to the SS Azura. Let's do that now. Here we go. This is, I don't know if this is a controversial opinion, but I really dislike how you load in just a bulk of ships like this. But this is the new ship I have. I want to show it off a little bit. This is the Constitution class. It's the original Enterprise from the original series. But I've tweaked it slightly. As you can see, it's slightly more of an Excelsior looking ship, I guess, with this hull. I have tweaked slightly, but I really like the look of this. I think it's lovely. Yeah, it's meant to be a sort of homage, a nod, a tip of the hat to the original Enterprise, just with a different hull. And I think the nacelles are Constitution class, aren't they? I think so. Cool. So this is the ship. Let's get out. Let's go and do this mission. Oh, it looks so beautiful. I will be updating to sort of modern era, let's say, starships eventually. I'm not going to pilot 23rd century stuff for my whole career. Oh no, what have I done? Mistakes have been made. Oh, that's bright. Started moving before plotting course. Okay, so the SS Azura is obviously really close. Although I'm pretty slow. What is my speed? 5.62 this thing can go. Wow, that's obnoxious. Alright, I did look up more about some skills and stuff. I mean, there's far too much for me to go through right now, obviously it's a long way to go. But I think I'm going to go for generally like more capacity stuff. Just because that gives a bit of everything then. Because the regen rate is higher if you've got more shields, I believe. Yeah, I think we'll just go for capacity. I've already got enough in beams, I probably don't need any more.
Ships in range. This is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship. Communications and life support failing. Cannot eject warp core. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us. Cool.
I'm going to do that. Where are you? Oh right, we were just getting close. It's good that that's voiced. I'm wondering how much of it all is going to be voiced actually. I'll find this interesting. Stranded in Space.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
You like talking in bullet points, don't you? Not very good at making full test sentences. Oh, we've got a connection issue again. Okay, so I've loaded back into the game after a little bit of a connection problem. I am almost 100% certain that isn't on my end, so possible bug with this mission. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about it, but it's possible. So let's just get back on with it. Sir, sensors are picking up several light attack craft on an intercept course. We will need to deal with them before we can render aid to the SS Azura. Got to defeat stuff. Full power shields, helm, take us in range. Alright, I'm going to do this. I am going to do what everybody does, I'm sorry. I need to go through this, obviously, to get the accolade. Come around and come up behind them. Do I have to go from the other side? No, there you go. Wee-hee-hee. Right, let's take these guys first. And then we'll get around there and take that. Oh, I've got different coloured phasers. Yeah, obviously I've got the normal phaser beam attached. I've got a blue... Oh, two blues. Okay. I've just got a blue, and a green blue. Obviously. Okay, so this is my first fight against Orions, I think. There were some Orions in... Were there Orions in the 23rd century when I was fighting the Klingons? I don't think there were. No, it was all just Klingons, wasn't it? Yeah, it's cool. First time fighting Orions. Obviously, they're not going to pose any problem at this low level. Broadside beams on the go. I am going to scan and all the good stuff. Ooh. Rubidium. Nice. I honestly can't wait to get into the crafting, actually. I've been looking forward to that for a while now. And duty officers are going to be coming up very soon, I think, at the next level. So expect a video on that. A very short video, because I don't imagine there's much to do at the beginning. Don't want that auto-firing, thank you. Oh, I didn't even notice these. 3, 4, 5, 6. So is that... Do I actually have to set the... Is it like the power system where you just set it and it's good? Which I hadn't set, so there you go, I've set that now. So shield frequency modulation is a shield regen and hardness. Strategic maneuvering, speed and turn buff. Attract fire is threat, and weapon system efficiency, minus 25% weapon power cost for yourself and allies. Okay. What does that do? Oh, it is just a temporary thing. Okay. I guess I can keep using them. They don't cause any harm, do they? Oh no, it's not a temporary thing. Okay, so that's just on. Interesting. Is that just from this type of ship, or does every ship get that? Alright, let's just do this.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire.
Oh, we've seen this before.
Dropping out of...
Keep tracking. So I should just be able to get close and go on now. I hope that hasn't bugged out the whole thing. I am going to go up here actually and get this first. Sorry, Azura. I know you're in trouble. I'm going hardcore on the crafting. Start turning. Oh. Wow, I nearly failed that. Obviously I was nowhere near failing, but it felt like I was going to fail it. Fat-fingered all the buttons for a second. Alright, let's get back to the Azura. I just need to scan it, it looks like. And then I'm pretty sure I beam over. This doesn't seem to have changed from 8 years ago. Hello? Oh, I love that it's still the old effects. So cool. Captain, I'm detecting elevated radiation levels on the Azura. I've alerted the transporter chief of the situation. She can brief you before you beam over to the Azura. Awaiting. Report to the transporter room. So do I not get a brief? I do! Okay, so I think this is because normally if you were playing as a normal Starfleet officer, this will be the first time you're sort of beaming in a proper mission. Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. You might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir. Try to keep a lock on us and prepare to transport survivors. We are ready, let's do it. Turn around, get in positions, guys. Come on. You're not all on a pad, but alright. I love so much how the transporter effect is still the 23rd century effect. I wonder if that stays all the time or if it's just because I'm using a 23rd century ship still. Sir, I'm picking up multiple life signs. Some of them are the Azura's captain and crew, but the rest are Orion. Continue. Plasma leaks are blocking our path to the survivors. We will need to use the consoles to safely vent the plasma. Rescuing survivors is our top priority. Obviously, let's get on that. So it looks like Orion is going to be our main protagonist at the start of the game. That's sort of expected. The Klingon War is obviously going to face the Klingons at some point. But I did expect the Orions and Nausicaans to pop up early on, because they're all part of the Empire now, aren't they? In here? No one to fight yet. Let's try and save some lives. Can I do this, or is this a science thing? Crew member is critically injured and you do not have the training needed to assist them. Yeah, this is the science career needed. Alright. That's a shame. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Would have been nice to have been able to help them anyway. Can't we just like tag them and transport them back? But yeah, as a science officer obviously you get to heal. There we go. I love this weapon so much. I also love auto loot. If you find the looting particularly slow, turn auto loot on, so much better. Wow, he died fast. These are really dying fast actually, compared to the last mission I've just been on. These are dying super fast. I'm sorry if you get a little bit of coughing from me on this recording. I will try and edit it all out, obviously, but got a little bit of a niggly cough. I do apologise. I like how detailed this ship is. I'm not sure if this stays on like throughout the entire game, that they put this much detail into it, but like the walkways across the top there, it's cool. Pretty nice. Some more things for me to do. Oh, I love the effect. Right, let's go. So I've still got one more leak to shut down, which is this one ahead, obviously, and that looks like the engine room up there. So the control panels are in here, I guess. Hello. Nice and easy. So I know you can set your people to certain positions in the room, and you can set up flanking and stuff, but it just doesn't feel necessary right now. I'm assuming it will become necessary at some point, but right now, don't need it. I haven't even needed to choose any skills yet. Here we go. Scanning the warp core, Captain. Catastrophic failure of antimatter containment. Warp core breach is imminent. Captain, unless the breach is contained, the Azura will be destroyed. I am the man for that job, but first... Right, there we go. Now I've got that. Let's fix your warp core.
We hit an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship. I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
I'll help your crew. So, yeah, I was going to say, I can get an accolade by repairing the warp core, surely. So, if you reroute power from life support to containment, you can stabilise the core long enough to erect a level 10 force field, which should hold the antimatter long enough for the Azura to get to a starbase for repairs. It's risky, but unless you do something soon, the warp core will explode. So I'm rerouting power from life support to containment. Stabilise the core, level 10 force field. Do I need to know all that? Maybe? Here we go. Right, life support levels are at 82%. Automated backups will engage if power to life support drops below 47%. Are you sure you wish to reroute power to antimatter containment? Yes. And then deploy containment field. So erecting a level 10 force field won't repair all of the damage to the Azura, but it should contain the antimatter and give the ship a fighting chance to survive. If the vessel makes it through the next few minutes, which it should, hopefully, it should be able to limp to a starbase on impulse power. A shipyard is needed to make all the repairs that the vessel needs. Engage the force field. There we go. It's contained. Awesome. That was easy, actually. Cool. Now I just need to return to the cargo bay with these two crew members to save their lives. Yeah, see what I mean about the detail? Look at the ceilings and stuff. It's just interesting, stuff you don't really see. It's lighter than I remember as well. Well, it has been 8 years. My memory might be quite bad, but it seems much lighter. Alright, I am going to use skills now. Come on guys, don't get caught. Oh wow, my photon grenade launcher doesn't last long. Didn't expect that. Right, let's try it again, shall we? I came forward hoping they'd throw a grenade at me instead of at my grenade launcher. And I seem to be not taking much damage at all, actually. Okay, that's good. Cool. Am I missing anything? Ooh, is that all the way back there? Oh, it's worth it, isn't it? Okay, I'm going back to get it, just because I'm so committed to crafting in this one. Oh, what's this? No more quests to do. The controls of the console are jammed, it's useless. Tactical training is required. Oh, great. Okay, so that's what it was pointing me to. A tactical thing. Wow. And it even says there's 0 anomalies. I'm so new at this game, I apologise. Right, let's get back to the aft cargo bay then so we can get these people off the ship. I assume there's still some more fighting to do, maybe some space combat. Or are there going to be loads of Orions in this door? Hello? No. You, go to the transporter room, we'll be right behind you. Damn right, we'll be right behind you. Waiting to tell speed, Chief, are you ready to transport? The Azura's radiation levels are returning to normal. Cool. Survivors of the Azura's crew are on the transport pad, so how many did they lose? There's only 2 there. We don't have much time. Get these people off the ship now. I guess they didn't have a big crew. I'm pretty sure this is the only mission that actually shows the transport happening. Normally it just like, you just appear down on the planet or on the ship. We have them, sir. Sensor to detect more Orion ships on the way, Captain. We need you back on the bridge. Alright, so I need to come out here too, I guess? Because of the interference, do I need to transport from here? Looks like it. Come on guys, in position. Well, Cray, you're looking great. You're looking great, I love it. Okay, you guys are being dealt with. Cool. I just need to go to the bridge. But again, this is the first time and the only time I think you ever have to do this. But it is really cool. I do like that, actually. Captain, incoming message from the Orions, putting it on screen.
Leave now if you know what's good for you, Starfleet. We're taking the ship, her crew, and her cargo.
The Azura and her crew are under Starfleet's protection. We don't get to talk about it much, do we? There you are. Okay, 2 corvettes. That's not a big deal. It's fine. Well, that is to me and allies. It's not just allies, right? Yeah. Okay, that's good. I guess I should be using these quite a bit then. Shield frequency modulation. 10% shield resistance for yourself and your allies. 10% shield regeneration for yourself. Does that stack? So if there were like 4 people in a group and we all had weapon system efficiency on, would it stack? That would be interesting. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's really good damage, I think. Really, really good. That could have been better. Where's this ore I can scan? It's crazy. Is it above me? It is. I should have known. There's a bunch of interceptor fighters around me. But the actual fight with the battleship didn't go too bad at all. That was easy. Captain, we need to get within range and try to get a transporter lock on Captain Brott. We'll save Captain Brott, I think you'll find. Take some items. Nothing incredible. Ooh, tactical console, that's good. Easy. Scanning the Azura now, sir. Radiation levels are normal and the force field around the warp core is holding. She's out of danger. Captain Brott is hailing us, sir. Putting her on the main view screen.
Many thanks. If it hadn't been for you and your crew, I would have lost my ship and my life. I'm in your debt. I'm setting a course to Earth's space dock for repairs. If I see you at Club 47, the drinks are on me. I think I might even have a few bottles of Tranya in the cargo hold.
Tranya? Okay. Oh, I hope this doesn't end it for me as well. I want to go and get that anomaly. Ah, good. Now that the Azura is safely away, sir, we should take the injured crew out of the system. Starfleet is sending a shuttle to retrieve them and they can rejoin the Azura at a space dock. Are you ready to go, Captain? If I continue and say not yet, perfect. Alright, let's just get this one. It's the last one. Beautiful. Yes. There we go. Love it. There we go, all done. So that was a bit of a throwback. That was very, very similar to how I remember the original one being. I don't know if it has changed a little bit. Like I say, some of the bits seem a bit different, like the lighting I mentioned. But other than that, very similar. Do I get a hail? Do I need to do the hailing? Tell Starfleet to report.
You saved that crew just in time.
Thank you, I did. So I get an Azura personal com code, which calls a trade freight. So I guess that's for me selling stuff rather than me buying stuff as such. And level 4 shield, armor, and warp core. I don't have to choose, I just get all those.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let's just quickly finish off here by going through a couple of these bits. Hello, Lieutenant Commander. I've heard your recent accomplishments and would like to congratulate you. You're exactly the sort of Captain Starfleet needs as an example for young officers here at the Academy. Please join me here on Earth to discuss some promising new offers. I look forward to speaking with you in person. I'm pretty sure that's the duty officer system, and then I'm also getting a new officer apparently. So who will be joining the crew of the USS Telsa B? Right, let's take a look. These are blue, so these should be really good. I need an engineer anyway, so I think this decision's already made. This one does have Aceton Beam 3 as their top level one, which is quite rare, I think, energy weapon debuff. Whether it's that good or not, I don't know, but the others are all ones, which is a bit of a shame. Quantum mine barrier, shield generator fabrication, quantum mortar fabrication. That's basically all the skills I want. But I think Vulcan engineering officer is the right way to go. Are there any other good 3s around that I will want? None at all from you, that's interesting. On a blue as well. Attack pattern Delta 3, energy weapons target weapons subsystems 3. Wow. Okay, so this Andorian tactical officer is a a good one to have. There's 2 3s and a 2 in the space abilities. I feel like I'm a bit silly not to take that, but I do have an engineering slot and I don't have any more tactical slots, so I feel like I have to take the tactical. There's no choice. Not sure that was right, but we'll see. Bridge officer assistance. Greetings, Captain. My name's T'Pen. T'Pen. There is no room. Fine. I will get her.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pagen.
Excuse me. Not yet. I'm not ready for you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the next episode is going to be me taking a look at the duty officer system and trying to figure it out early on. So if you aren't interested in that, then you may want to skip the next episode. I mean, we'll see. But this one is over now. That was the end of Stranded in Space. Like I said, a good little flashback or throwback sort of mission. I enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. And the next mission is Diplomatic Orders, after the duty officer mini episode, let's say. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, hope you are enjoying, hope you will enjoy. But by far, the most important thing is to look forward to the next episode of Star Trek Online.